Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. Next chapter of the main scenario quest. We found the airship. Now we need to fix it. Or something. Let's see what Sid needs here. Appears to be deep in thought. What are you thinking? What are we thinking? So there's this whole memory thing going on. Ringing any bells? It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising, you did design and build her. Yep. I bear good news. The Seed Seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. It may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be ring folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. For her to have any hope of wresting this united realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. Though I am no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are? Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Confound it. There must be a way. A way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements? Of course, that's it. Work upon the element itself. As the power of a corrupted crystal, we clear a path through the storm, and steer the Enterprise a battering. I see. Rosie, to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though it may happen not to you, Arctic. We speak of the manifestations of over-aspected aether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Since Calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind-aspected aether comprising Grua's barrier to aether of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. We are getting ahead of ourselves. All this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Do you have any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lemuriant, who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, he's met him, I suppose. Without a pity or want of more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was as a result of these conversations that poor Hughes was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Arctic, I need you to return to Thanalan and seek out the scholar. So now I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Okay. Whether or not we end up needing to go get all the supplies, we do need to work on this crystal. Over in Camp Drybone. Easy enough. Right here. 350 gil. That's okay. We got 250,000. No. Not anymore, we're not going to. Close enough, though. And quest started, I guess. Anyways. Let us get this guy. They're relatively commonplace. The difficulty will probably only be with finding the correct kind of crystal. Since we got an expert on the subject, though, it should be alright. Alright. Over this way. Up above, maybe? In here, maybe? There he is. Lamberton. Well, yes, I'm Professor Lamberton. Beg pardon? Wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than discuss my work with a fellow man of science. Alright. Let me get options here. Strength, dexterity. These would be regular items, so not gonna be as good. Level 40 and 41. Yeah, that's something. All classes. Let me grab something. Or all and complete kind of guys. Or 3,000 gil, which is also good. I'm gonna grab some, whatever. Well, that's complete. That's level 47. That's level 47. That's okay. 229,000 XP for the next level. Oh boy. I'll show you something you'll never forget. What's it? Number 8. So rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. It's even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow. Unsociable, rather daft at first impression, and possessed of an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. But to the matter at hand, you say you wish not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal. Egads, man. Please take the necessary precautions so you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. We begin to wonder if you've sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, are precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystals you seek within this warded pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. Though I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Hahasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of aether at High Bridge. Explain this and get to it. Yeah. High Bridge. We can go there. Easy enough. Not really the way to High Bridge. Going this way. Let's go around town, it's fine. Right over this way. High Bridge. Okay. Got some more quests out here again. 40. 35. Really not worried about anything besides the main quest for now. I guess things move in here. See what other options exist. Unlock things. A worthwhile direction, I suppose. Running. We are here on the side. Yeah, here we go. Nice view of a big hole over here. My goodness. At times of spite, I'd be made to explain myself, not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. Okay. We got a pot here. A simple clay pot that was treated on the inside with a special alchemical sealant. What have we here? A containment vessel. Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lamberton. You thieving knave. I shall call for the... Oh, you say the man himself lent it to you. And you must have sought me out for his instruction, which meant he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Another set of these. They're just all not good compared to the free level 45 set. Well, the quest here is still level 41, so you won't have the free 45 set just yet. Anyways, fine. Grab plate thing, I guess. Depends on what we're trying to do here. Let's keep on getting all the bits of sense. It's not as good as what we got. Asani was trying very hard to contain his excitement, and is failing. Shame. Oh, from this day, Kalukale, that I should be chosen to guide this man. Yes, I, Sako, grace of Professor Lemerton's pupils, shall see that you successfully quarry your quarry. Your timing is impeccable, in fact. I was just preparing to produce corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. But something tells me that not but a perfect piece will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must needs descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters and murmurous mirror-nights lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool, use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the warded pot and bear it back to me for inspection. Path which leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying. But advance with appropriate caution, you shall surely survive. Okay. Sounds very safe. Out into a higher level area here. Here's Final Prayer. Encampment was there. Burning Wall, Burgundy Falls, river here. Sounds like a very safe and cool plan. Oh, calm. Let's head that way. Likely to be 40-ish stuff going on over there. No fates currently happening in that area. We can't say exactly what level things likely are. Shouldn't be much of a problem, though. I wouldn't suspect. D is for dead. Behind the falls. Good spot. Here's the crystals. Here is... right here. It's like cha. Feel this land would kill me for no more than my skin, so I must remain here in hiding. Day will come when I shall fulfill my purpose, the destiny of both my forebears and myself, but only through patience and prudence. Now will I live to see that day. Okay. This guy is floating stone. He's doing something. These are crazy crystals. Oh, this place. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. Golden fleeces. Those are the mirror knights. These are spiky birds. What a dangerous place. We need to go down more. Quartz goblins. Just looping around here. Is it quite the mess out here? My goodness. Right. Go this way. This one, I think, is chilling. Stuff. More stuff. Maybe drop down to there. The real question is, how do we get down further? In a safe manner, preferably. But we don't always have that luxury. Ready. Oh, crazy guy. I have a map here slightly. So there's another path back that way which would lead down. Okay. That'll work. Probably. Behind here. There we go. Okay. Gets us down here. Down towards, like, the river area. Perfect. Oh, that big crystal. And across here. The best crystal clump. Here's one guy in front. There are these two guys in front. Well, 42. It's some experience. Challenge log entry. This one's almost complete. Can't really click on that. Anyway, cluster is the quarrying mall. Nope. It would not be a lie to say this sledgehammer was made for harvesting corrupted crystals. Go for it. Use manufacture the crystal. Put it in the pot. Quickly now. And there you go. Set the crystal back to them. Also be faster to go back to Camp Drybone. Make our way out of here. Wild place. I'd say this crystal formation is more impressive than that one, but they're the crystal experts. There you go. Not too much else going on down over here. There's another path that goes out that way. Don't worry about that. I'm just gonna run away from this guy. Or is there a path going that way? It's up this way for now. What we have to do is not fall off. In some cases we can't fall off. Ah, there's a fate happening here. Fighting each other. That's alright. Not gonna worry about that. Having a faster mount speed is pretty nice. Very convenient. Huh. Yeah, we're too high level for that fate anyways. Just barely though. And back in here. We'll run in. See if this is good enough. So you've come clumping back. If you crystal then. Yep. Contains a corrupted crystal. What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lambertant will doubtlessly chortle with joy when you present this to him in person. When upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. Hey. Another situation we could totally just take the aid right back over there. That's fine though. Okay. Stars and stuff. Okay. Would be surprised if they managed to fix up the rest of the airship while we were gone getting this. Be fine with that though. Continue on with actually getting two things. We'll see. Trombone. In the corner. There you go. My keen scholar sense tells me you've obtained a corrupted crystal. Am I right? Yep. We would grant me a moment to examine the crystals. Ah, it is as you desired. Corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-aspected aether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspect aether? Oh dear, that may prove problematic. This crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I'm at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would have never sent you to Sakura. What is science, if not trial and error? You can truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Think, man. You now understand the methods necessary to carefully and safely collect a corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the empirical studies conducted by the students of Blazion. You've heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. As equals, of course, I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Are you alright? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task, so I have a corrupted crystal to find. We'll grab... Doesn't really matter. Ooh, fancier one here for 2,500 gil. Let's gonna keep grabbing stuff. Lower level stuff is still helpful. As long as it competes with the dungeon that we found. Doesn't matter. Where's our Lembertite? Who knows where you might find the crystal you seek. The correct one this time, hopefully. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my other students, Sienna, claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lenasia. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lenasia was where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to an imperial castrum. Aha, now that made it for an amusing anecdote. It was western Lenasia. It was serious. The Isles of Umbra, to be precise. Can't recall her exact reasoning. Something to do with one of Talmud's talons or some such nonsense. But I can say for certain that she is still in Aleport, attempting to gain access to the Isles. I might travel there and see if Sienna's inquiries bear fruit. If you can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, I find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift worded pot, lest you think you unprepared for the task. Aleport. We're accomplishing the go everywhere, go all around the world system here. It's something. It's something. 571 gil for that one. My goodness. That's okay. Teleporting. Again. Yep. Here we are. Chocobo. We are over this way. Possibly higher up. There they are. Hey. Corrupted crystals? Sir, I have no interest in being the butt of your jokes, so if you've no other reason for addressing me, kindly leave me be. I have this pot. Well, I'll be damned. Professor Lembertant did send you. Beg your pardon, it seems we got off on the wrong foot. I'm Sienna, greatest of the professor's pupils, which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I'm an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in... Oh, gods. Just listen to me prattle on and on. Must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. Just having a time. It has some stats to it. Not too much. I think it's going to compete with what we currently have. We do have this shirt, just slightly worse. When you get some more interesting rings, that'd be great. We still have this level 1 ring. Looks like, by the looks of this, we might have some striking material we could get to. Let's do that. Not that we use materia for anything, but it exists. Savage Might Materia 1. Sure. Savage Might Materia 1. Yeah. And lastly, Savage A Materia 1. Sure. There you go. Sienna is frustrated with the progress of her research. So I told the professor in my many missives that the area surrounding Paros Sirius is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I have yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present, for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, since I always take my time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. Mayhap you will have better luck wresting information from these yellow jackets. I've all but given up at this point. Okay. There's somebody we can talk to. We fall from the roof. It'll help. You startled me. Yes, because I fell from the roof. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? What with all this gossip of spirits and specters haunting the House of Umbra? Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. This place is haunted. Well, that's a reason. Having many a problem. Bergman? What rumors have you heard? You're keen on traveling to the House of Umbra? Bloody hells, lad. You're drunk or just crazy. Nothing there but death, death, and more death. Sounds like a great holiday destination. My goodness. Upside down. In here? Inside, perhaps? There they are. Like a prison or something down here. House of Umbra? What interest have you in that godforsaken place? Since we were forced to abandon Sirius, the house has become not more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. My goodness. Got a little prison going on here. Alright. Yeah, that's obviously slightly problematic. Isles of Umbra, over here. Got some quests, got a fate going on. Sure, we're just gonna end up traveling to each of the slightly higher level parts of the zones here. Main quest does a pretty good job of getting you all over the place. Well, that's okay. Turn this in. Arctic. You've returned. Tell me of your findings. Really? Infested with the undead, you say? That is a very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. XP. This seems to have regained her composure. Well, worry not, my friend. Given your findings some thought, and I've concluded this talk with spirits is not but more than local folklore. As for why all travel to the Isles of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it's considered too dangerous, owing to the abandonment of Sirius. Yes, well, anyway, while you were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub, since even a steam scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion. It was there that I heard tell of a man named XIV, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra. Dun, dun, dun. This is the first I've heard of someone actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious as to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself. Can do. He's over in the dungeon, which we just saw. Not really much of a dungeon. Single room jail underneath this tower right here. That's alright. Let me get that. Some of these walls, I swear. Hey there. Were you here before? I don't think you were here before. I have to go back. She calls to me, sings to me. Tell Midwa I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or he could release me. Yes, release me. I'll go and tell her. Let me go to her. Okay. I think it'd be cursed. It'd be a cursed isle. Isn't that what you want? A cursed isle. Dangerous. Dangerous to have that. Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll just fling ourselves into the cursed isle anyways. That's what we do. We go places. We gotta. We either do that or other problems. So, yeah. What did Skyfrin have to say? That's not terribly helpful. Couldn't care less about how much he misses his favorite bar wench, but what was that about a man named Memodia? Medoia? Doa? Wait, I know that name. I passed through Grandma Arce the other day at the pub. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. How rude. To the pub. Just down here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey there. Another initiate, are you? No, then what are you? Speak up, son, I can't hear you. Golden feather. This brilliant feather reflects light as if we're actually made of gold. How fancy. Yeah, bugger me. Is this what I think it is? Nah, it couldn't be. Found this, you say? Where did you say you found it? Hi, friend, you say? I was hoping to have a war with the lad, but it sounds like there's not left twixt his ears. Supposed to help patch up how serious he was. Company sent me to supervise the lot of them. Weren't getting work done on their own, see? Half of them walked off, half of them ran off, half of them up and vanished. Is that? You're looking for passage to the Isles of Umbra? Why didn't you say so? I'm thinking to dispatch someone to take a look on behalf of old Dodo. Tell him how the land lies. Ain't nobody been interested till you came a-calling. Whole port's up in arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the gill, I'd hire some sellswords and let them sort it all out. We'll do in a pinch, you will. Show this parchment to the skipper, and he'll see you there and back. Sounds like a good plan. We've got passage. And that's what matters at this point, I suppose. Very good. There. Okay. So you went and had a word with Mimidoa. Hope the valuable time you saw fit to waste on to something. Permission for passage. It's a parchment grant you crossing to the Isles of Umbra. You mean that disgusting creature was Saren's superior? So is that... I find that hard to believe. This writ of passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. I must say, it's a relief to work with such an industrious man as you. Look forward to hearing of the discoveries you make on the Isles of Umbra without me. Yeah. He has no desire to journey to the Isles of Umbra. Yeah, fair. Fine. That'll see the justification for dragging me along on your journey. If you insist, I'll go as well. That's unfortunate for you. But 12 is my witness. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. Yeah. That's okay. And this way. Ferry skipper. But specifically, ferry skipper. Ha! Take me to the Isles of Umbra, he bids. If it's simple as, oh, I see you kind of read passage. Alright, then climb aboard. When it works, I suppose. Alright. Got some plasmoids here. Got a dungeon. Fate. Quests. Ship graveyard. Nothing over here. Moonshade Isle. Alright. Yeah. This doesn't seem all that bad. Sure about that? I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but... oh, the hell's with this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. You've harvested the corrupted crystals before, right? So it is as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you'd please excuse me. I'm leaving. I gotta get out of here. There's still people here, then. There's someone manning the gate. David. Hi there. There's people here. Wild. Beg your pardon, sir. How did you come here? Access to this island is currently restricted. I have this pot. An old pot? I'm not sure I follow. Oh, I see. We should harvest a corrupted crystal? Sorry, friend. You may have to return empty-handed. I will do no such thing. I'll have you know. There's a simple proposal for you. The writ Master Noah gave you may grant you access to the island. Only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. I can't look up. When the giant mass of crystals struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, fires of Pharaoh Sirius were not the product of a mage's thaumaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb, an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumors of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Now, those rumors are incorrect. I've observed the fiends from a distance, the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal, Arctic. Help me unravel this mystery, and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries in the situation, so happens a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. You'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. Alright. Down to the ship graveyard. There's a log guy. The level sync. Fake. It's technically a fake guy. Really a. That's whatever. Will that count? I'm just gonna buy a whole massive pile of these at some point. These we need. 2. Let's fight this plasma. On that. I got some undead shenanigans happening here. Oh, and level 6. That completes that. And this is not the ship graveyard. These are just the adventures here. It's all there for the taking. Heavily in years worth of wrecks and their cargo. Those dread things that. And that voice, actually the voice is quite nice. Concerning. Okay, boom. You saw him too, right? Dead people just shambling about without care in the world. Except when they do seem to care, that is. Start shuffling towards the water. God's that voice, that single fleeting verse, I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. Took every ounce of strength to resist. There's things happening. That's for sure. I'm gonna go to the southern shore. It's gonna be perfectly fine, I'm sure. The stuff of an alluring voice is disturbingly familiar. As if that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? Probably not. If it is sweating profusely. But if they have returned, that would mean. Oh, beg your pardon, I was just thinking about something. Which reminds me, received word that Master Dodo would be arriving any moment. Apparently he grew tired of waiting for the lanky young lad with the 1,000-helm stare to return, which I'm assuming is you. I don't know what sort of arrangement you had. You should probably go and explain yourself. I've been here for but a moment. Whatever. What's in keeping you, Nishit? I ain't getting any younger, you know. Yeah, some honey-voiced harlot's been calling out to folk what wander near the ship graveyard and stir up the dead and all. Bloody hells. This takes me back to my days as a cannon boy, sailing under old Mistbeard. They wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned them last time. Well, they bloody would, though, wouldn't they? Reasonable biddies. Some folks said, as the first purge would be the last, but I knew deep down my bones as this day would come. And come it has, I'd bet you bummier a sirens behind all this. Nay, not of the sanguine variety, Nishit. I speak of the other kind, them what's got feathers and lure sailors to watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but it don't end there. No drown's just the start. See, even in death, a man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding till his corpse can't do it no more. 'Tis a fate I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, except maybe in drink, and I'd regret it after. Andy Road. It was up to us to stop this hell's-born Aussie from before she steals and takes another soul. Of course, we can't send you marching off to war without these. Siren don't have no power over man can't hear her song. She's lucky for you, I carry a spare pair. And lucky for the both of us, I'm superstitious old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so we best head over to her, to the ship graveyard. Shit. We got 1600 XP for failing that. And fighting 2 guys. Brilliant. To the ship graveyard. Alright. Should be fine. Big area up there. Okay. Praying mantis. Neat. Not really an undead, but sure. There's some. Ship graveyard. Yeah, look at all those ships. And a fire. She passes near the shore. She's sure to spy the campfire and come looking. Just a win. Matter of waiting now. Alright. We'll gather around the campfire. And wait. One level of level sync. It's fine. Let's get this siren. Into water, so slightly spun us a yarn here. And we wait. Wait some more. Quiet. Do you hear that? 'Tis her. Oh my. Look! Out of the water. She's come. She's come. That is a very large person. Or maybe they're just nearby. We'll see. Quick, lad. Show them place in your ears and get ready for a fight. As soon as she realizes you're deaf to her ears, she'll call on her thralls, lay up to our necks and corpses before you know it. Okay. I'm gonna shoot it. Shoot the bird. Hither, embrace my everything, all. It has no effect on me. Ha ha ha. True love spurned, his cruelty is reward. Defeat the Siren Thralls. Charm, Grommet, +1, Grommet. Cast out Chaos Souls, Dent is desire. Next set of guys, please. Spare mistress. Distress. Why? I get you. Oh, these guys. Maybe attack. These undead and charm guys are just not getting it done here. Melody, last breath of death, the rhythm. Can't hear you. It's not relent, regret, forevermore alone. The bubble. And y'all. Just gonna stand over here. Immediately blast them. I love river. One look, shoal, soul shiver. Magical attacks here. Bubble burst. Charmed Captain. Yeah. Oh, this guy's coming behind us. Would y'all like to come over this way? Hey, we attack! So... and down. Get away from me, Bubbles. No more dark eclipse the heart. Duty complete. Can you take out the siren then? Yeah. Maybe they're just gonna leave. That works too. Eh? Am I alright? I'm better than that, and shit. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse I am. Of course, I'd be happy as a sailor too. Once it's if we'd gutted the songstress. But you can't have everything, can you? She don't come crewing around here again, though. Not for a while, any road. If she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for the help. Bugger me, I've clean forgot your name. Remind me. Arctic? Don't recall having no initiative by that name. If you're not me old mate, whose name? Why have you been so bloody helpful? Ah, never mind. We see you land. Works for me. Problem solved, I guess. Kinda. See if we can get this magical crystal here. That'd be good. This whole thing up here, just a giant mess. Alright. Alright. You meant it was a siren? You mean it was a siren? But how are you able to resist her song? I see. Heard that Master Dodo was involved in the first purge, but I never actually... Having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with him. Anyway, I have something for you. The corrupted crystal you wanted, safely still within the pot, just as you requested. Please take it with my compliments. Alright. Go back to... Sienna. Ferry skipper here. Is this your boat? Same boat we had. Head back to the airport. Hop in if you like. Yeah. Hey. Easy enough. Back up here. Again. Oh, it's you. Welcome back, Arctic. You can remarkably hale, I must say, and more importantly, alive. You are alive, aren't you? Yep. That's good, Crystal. Ha! The conquering hero returns, bearing a gift. Might I have a closer look? Impressive. Very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations, Arctic. Seldom is it ever have I encountered a corrupted crystal composed of such a volatile overabundance of fire-aspected aether. What? You wanted a corrupted crystal composed of ice-aspected aether to counteract the effects of a raging wind? Well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements could tell you that. Just have to keep looking, I suppose. Of course. Tina knows where the corrupted crystal that you seek can be found. Don't fret now. Know exactly where we can find corrupted crystal comprised of ice-aspected aether. Associate mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. Eh? What's with that expression? I thought you would be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. What's even better is that this time you didn't use the warped pot of yours to protect yourself from the crystal's energies. Hinnen's findings suggest that it's quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say that it's undergo a unique process and render such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, do not let me keep you. It's been a pleasure, Arctic. Come back and see me sometime, alright? Ooh, Hinnen Gridania. Awesome. Specifically, actually Gridania here.
if what we've needed has been just sitting over here in town the entire time. That's pretty amusing. Wild Dodo chase indeed. My goodness. Anyway. Unfortunately, I have to go to New Gridania and then Gridania. That's okay. Multiple teleports here. Should get the job done. I suppose. Slightly forward. It's over here. Let's go to closest. Time takes to decide which to go. Take more time than just actually going. That's okay. Can't use mounts in town. I can run more quickly though. Take what I can get. Level 80 quest there, my goodness. What else we got up here? 43. Leather worker. Okay. Greetings and salutations, Mr. Sin, I presume. Tina informed me of your adventures in Ailport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. As Professor Membertant is fond of saying, an action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. The matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance at the standing courses following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case. While there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the 12's wood, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You're familiar with the Spriggans, yes? Very little rascals that are wont to seek out ores and other stones. But one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the 12's wood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, so they can even be digested. I am reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. It's quite fascinating, really. The theory is that this kitty first consumed a corrupted crystal when... you couldn't care less about all this, could you? To the point, then. Kitty seldom makes his presence felt unless there is a particularly fond fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure of precisely the sort he will find impossible to resist. So to place this true heart, I shall say the story of its origins and its unusual name for another occasion, inside the Spriggans' lair and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. Okay. He's over here. Let's take the teleport out that way. That'll work perfectly. Oh, right here. That was closer. Amphitheater one. Alright. Okay. Should be good. Into a slightly higher level part of here. Standing courses. Right across this bridge here. Towards the Spriggans and all that. Been here before. Down towards their area here. Where is the spot? It's further down below. There it is. Oh, 43's down here. Oh, goodness. True heart. Bright blood-colored ore is thought to be a symbol of loyalty and honesty. Some stomping going on. Probably fine. Crater Golem, and the Crystal Bearer. Do the Golem first here. And then this guy here. Jumping all over the place.
Switch around to lure out the crystal bear. Check. Grabbed it, I suppose. And return. I just... Return. Hmm. Easy as that. So it wasn't in town, it was just outside town the entire time. Unless this is once again the completely wrong kind of crystal. Wouldn't be too surprised. Internet. Theater. Alright. Should be good. Permanently have this on. That's alright. Better not sneak up on me like that. I was grossed in. Wait, what is that? What is that? God's awful smell. Corrupted crystal. Of aspect of aether manifested in solid form. My word, that's a breathtakingly beautiful crystal. See, my supposition was not mistaken. I also see you weren't averse to digging through Spriggan entrails for your prize. We are a furry friend in debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the awarded pot you once used did. Also, glum friend, not only obtaining the corrupted crystal you sought, but with overflowing with earth aspected aether. Calm down, I jest. It is comprised of ice aspected aether, worry not. Suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught. Yeah. Yes, neglected to return to your corrupted crystal. Can I have the crystal? Beg your pardon, I forgot to return your crystal to you. Thanks. Oh, and there was a message for you from Professor Lamberton. Something about a man named Arceus. Apparently, the professor missed the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask you why you needed that crystal. You're not planning anything nefarious, are you? It would reflect poorly on me and my research if it was used for evil ends. Oh, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Deliver the crystal. Can do. Back to other Gridania. And airship landing. An option. Yes. Kind of behind there. Oh, there you go. All this running around. Maybe they have fixed it. I'd be okay with that. Wouldn't be surprised if we need to go get things, though. Would not be surprised. What's happening here? Is there a wish to proceed to your vessel? Yes, it's the landing area. Okay. Like, how do I get out here? Special section of the area here. Anyways, jump down there. Okay, here we go. All repairs and modifications have been completed. Arctic. Wild. Once we reach that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. That crystal! The sample happens to be covered in Spriggan alcohol. Yay! We did it. We need to run some tests to be sure. This looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Arctic. I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. Alright. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship. Mark my words. Soon will be something even greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. Alright. Take... Quest complete. Alright. And we got a level there. I look at her, feels I've come home. You have no other way to express it. Level 48. Neat. And this should be heading out. I'm surprised I fixed it, but I'm not going to be mad about it. We got the crystal. We can get through the storm. Hopefully everything works out fine. Next time, goodbye.